Very important stuff for everybody who drives. Even the best drivers can be in car accidents, right? Well, it's important to be prepared. And here to help is Marco Bocciarrelli with Friedman, Domiano, and Smith. You've seen the commercials, the ads. They tell you we can help you if you're in trouble, but if you get in trouble, have that little accident, which everybody does, what's the first thing you do? What do you do?
Well, the first thing you're going to do is call the police and have a report made. You know, it's always a good thing to have the police there to document the scene, to document what happened, get witness reports. When you've been in an accident, you're hurt, you're shook up, it's easy to forget some of those important things you need. Driver's license, insurance information, witness statements, and witness contact info. If you call the police, just have a report made. A lot of that information is going to be put together for you, and it's going to be in a format that you can retrieve later without having to worry about it.
Okay, let me interrupt you and ask you another question. So I'm in an accident, one of those places where it says if you get in a minor fender bender or whatever, pull your car off the road or get out of the way or whatever. So you got this little accident and you're in the middle of nowhere and the guy says, well, let's not call the police, let's just trade numbers and all that kind of stuff. That's a mistake, right?
It is a mistake. I mean, it's again, you want to document things as much as you can, right?
Can you take pictures yourself with your phone?
I would advise that you do, if you can. Take pictures of your car, take pictures of the other car, take pictures of the scene where the accident happens. If you can't do it, have a friend or a family member do it. And at Friedman, Domiano, and Smith, these aren't things that will stop us from helping you, but they are things that will help us get you the settlement that you need and get it more quickly. You know,
it's like tools, like building blocks to help put the case together.
It is. I keep thinking about this line from an old Tom Cruise movie. Help me help you, right? That's all this is. It's just things that I can have early on in my tool belt that will help me get the best thing for you more quickly and get the best settlement that you deserve.
So what happens if you get in a little minor fender bender, somebody bumps you in the back, you don't think much of it. Nobody wants to say they have a neck injury, but what if you do? And this happened like months ago or something like that. Is there any kind of recourse that you can help us with that?
There is always recourse, but I think you've hit on an important point there, which is if you've been in a fender bender, get medical help. Go get treatment, even if it's just going to the ER and getting checked out. And if you do go to the ER, follow your doctor's advice, okay? If he says you need physical therapy, get it. If he says that you need to do a follow-up, get that.
Yeah.
It's for your benefit physically. It'll help me later on because it's documenting your injuries and your treatment. You know, there's this great plaque in a doctor's office that I've been to. Don't confuse your Google search with my medical degree. Right? They know better, and there's a reason for that. And again, it'll help me later down the road get you the settlement that you deserve and get it for you more quickly.
Because I was thinking, you know, you could be in a little accident and say you have back problems and you're, oh, thank goodness I don't feel like I have a back problem. But if you don't go and have somebody check it out and say, well, this could manifest itself, it could show up like a couple days later. If you don't have that proof that you've checked it, you could be in trouble.
It could be. And you know, one of the great things is, you know, like I said, going to the doctor helps you document that. And if you don't, people will make all kinds of excuses why it wasn't related to this accident. Maybe you know, just because you do heavy work for a living doesn't mean that you were injured at work. Like you said, it can show up days later. And you know, if you're not a doctor, if you don't know what's happening, you're making assumptions about your well-being that should be under medical care.
And then just trying to decide who's at fault. That's another very complicated thing that is not always clear at the scene of the accident, is it?
It can be very complicated, and that's why, you know, it kind of summarizes everything we're talking about. Document as much as you can. Get the photographs if you can get it. Get the police involved. You don't want those questions to come up later when stories have changed or when people have, you know, different perceptions of what happened.
Friedman, Damiano, and Smith, give Marco a call, and he can help you if you had a problem that occurred, you know, like years ago. He might be able to help you out with that.
If you give us a call, we always give free evaluations. We don't charge anything for our services unless we win the case for you.
Lost man prices, I like that.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.